balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains. The show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. Two of the game's best bats slug it out. Back in just a moment. Ralph Helms gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in, the switch hitter, King Bishop. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Ortiz is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs.
In now for Colorado, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Bishop is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Oh, beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. So with one away, we'll give you a look at the current standings, and it is crowded at the top as these guys trail by just a game entering play today. So digging in now, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Wade stands at first with one out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. The next to bat for St. Louis, Kevin Thatcher. He singled his last time up. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. 2 down. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday night. Leading off the inning, Joe Cleary, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Bishop giving chase. 1 away. The Humidor certainly doing its job so far as you get a look at our line score for this one. A low-scoring affair, very unlike the first 10 years or so of baseball here in Denver. Line drive to center field. Bishop is there, 2 gone.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Colorado Rockies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ralph Helms earns his 8th victory of the season. Travis Brenner hammers down the save, number 38. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but we're at Coors Field in Colorado. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Francis Martes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny? Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine. Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up. Striding in once again, Charlie Ortiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So a good job there as he opens up the third inning with a two-base hit. And as we take a look there at the Cards' team leaders in that category, he's currently stepping in and ready for another shot. King Bishop, he got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 2 now.
You want to talk about on the complete flip side fire.
Digging in once again, Raymond Lee. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strikers.
Digging in and looking for more. King Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the face.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Ready once again, Kevin Templeton. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Bishop gets his lead at first, nobody out. Soft liner to the left side. And the ball is dropped. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. The relay not in time as he beats. Ready for another shot now. King, Bishop. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
A ball and no strikes. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
That's a way to find that sweet spot.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now for Colorado, Kevin Templeton. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Now the 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Clevenger over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rockies strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. A look there at the Daniels and Fisher Tower here in the Mile High City as we welcome you back to what remains of this one.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daniel Norris earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Francis Martes takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB. Afternoon baseball for you on a fine Sunday afternoon from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Keury Maya gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that better pitcher that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Raymond Lee, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bishop is in pursuit. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7 hole. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 3.
Striding in for the Rockies, King. Bishop is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dan, Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And there are 2 away now. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I'm so impressed with him. He's leading the NL in home runs right now, and he's
set to get his day started. Chad Clevenger batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today.
Ready for another chance. King Bishop 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 21.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that's more than a mile high. Up into the rooftop area. A solo shot down the line in right. So his remarkable season continues as the Rockies move out in front now, a 3-2 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero.
Digging in to try it again, Martin Rivera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He broke out the step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. Weaver coming in. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Miguel Beltran. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. That thing carried about 460 feet, which is staggering when you think about it.
Into the box, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And that misses. 1-1. into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Digging in now, Raymond Lee. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Bishop, 2 gone. Rockies on top here at Coors Field as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 innings. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Bishop facing back to the track, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore. Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Colorado took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Yuri Maya earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Martin Rivera was only able to work 4 innings. Getting set for evening baseball from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. William Kerr, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs. And let's see if they continue that today.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
The 2-1 home. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Kevin Templeton would be next. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kevin Templeton. His home run total sits as the 8th best in the National League entering play. 0-2, here it comes. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. You're going. Over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break, as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Stepping in, Alfonso Cisneros. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Burgos is there. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 2 left for Colorado, and now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
3 runs already home here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. So his remarkable season continues, and the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. And now for the Angels, Andrew Stevenson. He reached on a single in his first try. 2 out, nobody on. Into center field, line drive base hit. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the third frame will continue. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Ready to take his hacks again, King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing,
hard,
line,
dig hard,
drive.
dig hard.
That's going to be trouble.
Come on, go, go, go.
Blanks rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. One left for Colorado, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So stepping in, Pablo Ornelas. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're
Belted high and deep into right center. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at two players making some noise in the upper minors. Now at the plate, Rich Bailey. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Wade ranging up the middle. Throw on to first. 2 gone. In now, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This one is launched. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Trying to pick things up where we left off. King Bishop. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Cordero going back to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's what?
Next will be the designated hitter, Anthony Alford. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The 0-2 home. Hit back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case.
Ready now for L.A. Rich Bailey. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Bailey.
Hit high and deep to right center. Goodrum sprinting after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Bailey at second with 2 down. Angels down to their last strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Anthony Alford. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Well, that was an obvious mistake. Caught too much of the plate right there with 2 strikes on the batter. Nice execution from his part.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Colorado Rockies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Walker Buehler earns his 12th victory in the ball game. William Kerr struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Now from the Long Meadows, we've got baseball from Orange County, California. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Sergio Pineda is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, hard to be any better than this guy was in his last start. Only allowed 1 run, and he went deep in the game, and he took a real hard, tough luck start. Let's see if the results can be any better, and if he pitches the same way he did in his last one. Tough luck loss.
Stepping up now, King Bishop. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game.
And he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Now to the plate, King Bishop. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
King Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Stevenson ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bostic.
Now batting, shortstop, Chris Bostic.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Now at the plate, Franchi Cordero.
The designated hitter, Franchi Cordero.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Bishop is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Now in the box, Angel Lorenz. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Angel Lorenz.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Off the rocks and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Ready to take his hacks again, Chris Boston, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at two players making some noise in the upper minors. So striding forward now, King. Bishop. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. So his remarkable season continues, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before, and you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Stepping into the box, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
No balls and one strike. A 1 pitch on its way, and that one just missed outside. And he fouls this one off. Blanks a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Here's another 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. King Bishop is sent packing for the second out of the inning. 8th inning here from Orange County. Homestanding Angels looking to put the finishing touches on this one.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Los Angeles seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Sergio Pineda earns win number 4 on the season. Adrian Chavez records the save, his 34th. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm rain falling here at game time as it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It's Padres baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Gordon Vick will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Line drive to left. Cordova is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you.
Stepping into the box, King. Bishop 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Wade, the runner at 3rd with no outs. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. So his remarkable season continues, and the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Settling in now, King. Bishop comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Kevin Templeton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. It's particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 29 home runs for him on the year, and the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Stepping up to the plate, King, Bishop, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch, and it's fouled away. On the year, Bishop is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. The 0-1 swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 0-2 delivery. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They lead it 6-0. Standing in, King, Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fouled away. Three runs already home here. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Round it, find the ball,
center.
find the ball.
And that's in there, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kevin Templeton. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Templeton.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So striding in, Nico Goodrum. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Line drive to left. Cordova there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 minutes. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-2 pitch. pulled toward right center field. Bishop moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Well, the line score says it all. 10-1 as you check the tally inning by inning. At the plate, Carlton Fink. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Digging in now for San Diego, Cam Gallagher. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
10-2 the final in this game. The Rockies scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Ralph Helms earned his 9th win of the year. Gordon Vick permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to the show. Live from Petco Park on a beautiful night, this is Major League Baseball on MLB Network. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Douglas Favre, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Digging in, King Bishop. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
King Bishop.
First offering on its way. Up around the face. Guys, the swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. A solo shot here to left. So his remarkable season continues, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Douglas Favre. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Grounded back up the middle, and the Friars are into the hit column.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Ready now, Kevin Templeton. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in to try it again, Alfonso Cisneros. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Mookie Betts.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy.
Digging in and looking for more, King Bishop. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-0. Is a fastball that misses. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cam Gallagher. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's
Digging in once again, Ryder Jones. He was a ground out victim last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. King Bishop will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you can say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the... Next to the plate for the Padres, Cody Bellinger. He went down on strikes last time up.
Bellinger.
Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone. Solo shot to right center as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long. Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of the best in the game.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Colorado Rockies host road win number 40 on the year. Fernando Batista earns his third win of the year in relief. Travis Brenner earns the save out of the bullpen, his 40th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
2 hours and 46 minutes.
Saturday night baseball downtown at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Aaron Slegers gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Lifted the other way to left center. Fay giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Bishop.
First offering on its way. This is pulled into right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play.
Digging in now for San Diego. Fink. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two
drives it out to deep right center field. Goodrum going back. See you later. Over the wall. A home run.
hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Striding in once again, King. Bishop. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Move it. Short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Ready once again, King. Bishop. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Now the 2-1. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Now batting.
Striding in for the Rockies, Alfonso Cisneros. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 2 left for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
fielder, number 32, Samuel Castro.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 down. Digging in, Antonio Manuel. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bishop moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave their crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes.
A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Seth Beals gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First offering on its way. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Cut it, cut hold.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Striding into the box, Ryder Jones. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bishop is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now batting, King. Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Wade, the runner at second with 1 away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. So his remarkable season continues as the Rockies have drawn even now at 3-3. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. In now, Cody Bellinger. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
Ready to take his hacks again, King. Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, now that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Skied down the left field line. Fay has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. King. Bishop will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Runner at second here with 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now, Cody Bellinger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Bishop going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In now for Colorado, King Bishop.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Counts 1-1.
Wade, base runner at first with 1 out. The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
First and second now, 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. There's 1. Onto the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Cam Gallagher, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And that's in there, base hit.
Hold it.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Rockies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Walker Buehler records the victory, his 13th of the year. Travis Brenner hammers down the save, his 42nd. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies: 5 runs, 10 hits,